Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this...
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. He wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. On the run, it's Henderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set him off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. You know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Easy. Double right.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan State 3, Ohio State 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. He's gonna pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Right back to the well. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on the...
And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more...
Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Spartans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run from the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking off. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Dropping back, it's Howard. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want to...
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Childs. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Running with power. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And that is where defensive ends make their money by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, going up top. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Locked in on the bounding ball and snagging it inside the 30. And the returner will be knocked down.
Guys will take over. 1st and 10.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 1 more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Pressure comes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Set to kick it off. Here
comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ibuka. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
691, Gators far.
Looking to throw at Howard. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break the tackle, gets him on the ground.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Childs. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 28, Michigan State 27.
The Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Childs. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
To the air, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Michigan State.
Got it.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Offense facing 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They get through, and it's blocked. Scoop it up and going the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Spartans. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Michigan State, number 43, with the return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6.
That makes the score.
They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins.